now have a quick virtual tour of our college to acquaint you with its facilities as you begin your journey here with us today. you, media team. I now request Ms. Chaitra S.R., Head of the PG Department of Commerce, to welcome the gathering.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, says Nelson Mandela. Esteemed Chief Guest for the day, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Labour and Janaspandana, Public Grievances Bengaluru, Reverend Dr. Thomas V. Kennedy, Principal, Vice Principal Reverend Father Joseph, heads of various departments, faculty, staff, and dear students. A very pleasant afternoon to all of you. We all are here gathered for the inauguration of the postgraduate programs of MCOM, MSW, MBA, and MSc for the academic year 2023. And I feel honored to extend a warm welcome to all of you on this momentous occasion. Today, we have a new batch of aspiring young graduates who are starting the journey with us, having chosen to their masters at St. Claret College. With great joy, I would like to extend my best wishes and wholehearted prayers to soar high in your journey towards excellence. On this auspicious occasion, I feel so happy and privileged to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Labour and Janaspandana, Public Grievances, Bengaluru. Ma'am, your presence is a great honor for all of us, and we are most delighted to have you with us virtually. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
A great inspiration and strong pillar of the institution, an amazing leader with an intense desire to achieve the vision and mission of the institution. I extend a hearty welcome to our principal, Reverend Dr. Thomas Senetial. I request Neha to welcome Father Principal with a sapling. A multi-versatile personality who believes that practice makes one perfect and perfection brings in greater quality to everything you do. It's my privilege to extend a cheerful welcome to our Vice Principal, Reverend Father Joseph, to this inaugural function. I request Divya to welcome Father Vice Principal with the sapling. My heartiest welcome to Dr. Christina, HOD, PG Department of Social Work, to this joyous moment. Welcome you, ma'am. I call upon Sneha to welcome ma'am with the sapling. My heartiest welcome to Dr. Arijit Roy, HOD, PG Department of Management, to this joyous moment. Welcome you, sir. I call upon Divya to welcome sir with the sapling. My heartiest welcome to Ms. Shruti Nayak, Coordinator, PG Department of Psychology, to this joyous moment. Welcome you, ma'am. I call upon Sneha to welcome ma'am with a sapling. I now extend a special welcome to all the heads of Department of UG, faculty, staff and students who are present here with us today. As the beautiful flower will give beauty and life to the flower, I would like to extend a cordial welcome to all the new Claretines to the Claret family. We are really encouraged to know that many students from other institutions across the nation also have chosen St. Claret College as a platform for their higher studies. We are sure that we are here to encourage, support, and mold you to reach out to greater heights in the future ahead. We hope that your journey with us will be a joyful and a fruitful one. Once again, I wholeheartedly welcome all of you to this great occasion. God bless you all. Happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A very warm welcome to you as well. I request Divya to welcome Ms. Chaitra S.R., the head of the PG Department of Commerce, with a sapling. May I now request request Ms. Johnsy Johnson, the Assistant Professor from the PG Department of Management, to introduce and welcome our chief guest, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, IAS.
World has seen many leaders and scholars. One among them is with us today, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, IAS. Ma'am is a public policy professional. Versatility dwells in as she wears hats of practitioner, policymaker, scholar, author, volunteer, and a mother. She entered the Indian Administrative Services in 1987, securing the 19th rank in All India Combined Civil Service Examination and reaching the apex level of Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Karnataka. Her 35 years of public service experience spans youth empowerment, training, education, sports, land administration, energy, handicrafts, rural development, urban management, public distribution system, labor, and public grievance redressal. Man has an infinite set of awards addressing to all humanities spheres, such as the Mother Teresa Women Empowerment Award for outstanding contribution to excellence in leadership, the social activist, the Pratibha Samman, the SAARC Nations Human National Association Award, the Bhavishya Ke Shilpakar Award, the Women of Excellence Award, the Pillar of Society Award, the Mahatma Gandhi Award for Exemplary Contribution to the Society are to name a few. She was recognized as a great warrior of humanity by the International Human Rights Advisory Council for her humanitarian services and best practices on COVID-19 prevention, and is appreciated by UNICEF and Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences for COVID-19 response. A hybrid leader, a unique mix of public service, business school, and academic credentials. She earned her research skills with a doctorate and master's in public policy from IIM Bangalore, a gold medalist and a university topper in her undergraduate and master's. Ma'am has joined us online today. It's an honor and privilege to have you with us, ma'am. On behalf of all the Claretines, I welcome you. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am, you can take over.
Thank you. Thank you for that very kind introduction. Distinguished dignitaries, organizers of the program, managers, sociologists, psychologists, and financiers of tomorrow's India. At the outset, let me congratulate the batch of 2023 for successfully crossing the threshold of studenthood and entering the world of professional education. You will be spending your days and nights in the next 2 years or so in lectures, assignments, group discussions, case studies, as your professors strive to make you adept in business, sociology, psychology, marketing, and finance. The pressure cooker atmosphere of professional education will convince you that you have seen it all, done it all. Nothing could be more challenging. Nothing can daunt you anymore. You could not be more wrong. I recall Hamlet's words to Horatio in Shakespeare's play, Hamlet. I quote Shakespeare: "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy." This is true of most higher education in our country. For all its hectic pace and agitated classroom fireworks, you will, in the next few years, be living in a cocoon of privilege and a bubble of simulation. For all its attempts at comprehensiveness, and believe me, we do try hard, there are still aspects that our higher education system has simply failed to address. Even where it tries to do so, the westernized and Americanized curricula blinkers both student and teacher. When you are enthralled with the magic of markets, it takes some independence of thought and effort of will to realize that most of your fellow countrywomen and countrymen have little hope of actually entering that market. What should your university education be? Should it prepare you for life in a corner office or for life, LIFE, life in bold capitals, life in its totality, richness, and variety? Whether you emerge from these portals as an efficient manager, a great leader, or a well rounded human being depends mostly on you. Let me give you a few pointers to help you along your way. My first suggestion to you is do a reality check every day. Many lessons that our textbooks teach us may not be valid in an Indian scenario. Ask yourself why. When I was doing my doctorate in IIM Bangalore, good stylish packaging was all the rage. My marketing professor showed us the example of an excellent perfume produced by Khadi Gramodyog Bhavan in its Chennai showroom, which is called Kuralaga. His claim was that though the product was very good, it would not sell because it was sold in a simple glass bottle with a simple label. My contention, and I argued with him in class, my contention was that the excellence of the product was more critical to attract the intelligent customer, regardless of the packaging. Today, the Western world is coming round to my point of view. In a cost cutting scenario, over packaging is considered superfluous and environmentally unfriendly. So, every theory or best practice that you study, cross check it with what you know. Test it against the touchstone of actuality, of reality. Develop models that work for the Indian reality. Second, you need to prepare yourself to face the challenges of the working world. Whether you are new to the workplace or a seasoned employee, problems occur at work. We live, study, and work in a hyper competitive world. And we believe that the best way to get ahead is to pull down our peers. Everyone's energy is very soon spent in safeguarding themselves and intriguing against others. When we fail, and fail we inevitably will, frustration and depression follow. Managers and professionals burn out in their early 40s. What is needed is that our work environment becomes more collaborative than competitive, with a greater acceptance of mistakes, with a consultative process of decision making, and a focus on those time tested values our parents practiced but we have forgotten: hard work, contentment, persistence, self reliance, resilience. These will stand you in good stead in the ups and downs of your career. Finally, realize that you have a greater responsibility. You are fortunate that you are here today. It feels very good to be a big fish in a small pond. But unless the pond is rejuvenated by your contribution, it will run dry. And fish, both big and small, will simply cease to exist. Give back, therefore, in any way you can. Shramdan for cleaning the campus, each one teach one, volunteering for a social cause. There are multifarious ways in which you can simultaneously give and grow as a human being. Explore these opportunities and practice them without self promotion or publicity. Hold on to your integrity for all your worth. Ethics is taught in the classroom nowadays, but for you, it should go beyond the classroom into every decision that you make, every step that you take. So, just 3 messages for you today. Do a reality check, prepare yourself for the working world, and give back to society. I have no problems with your joining the rat race. Do so by all means if you are truly convinced that you are a rat. But I don't believe that you have come here to become rats. I believe you are destined for greater things, to be great leaders, great human beings, to soar above and beyond the rat race. Fulfill that promise of your greatness. That is your responsibility to yourself. Good luck to you all and thank you. Jai Hind.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan, Honorable Joseph, our Vice Principal, heads of the PG departments, faculty, staff, and students. A very good afternoon to all of you. In fact, many of you have already started your classes. Some of our MBA students from the PGCET second round of admissions are yet to join. And yet, so very exciting to see you all. By far, this is the largest number of PG students that we have ever had. And I'm sure that number will be on the increase. In the first place, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you and to let you know how excited we are to have you here with us today. And I wish you an exciting journey of knowledge for the next 2 years. In the first place, let me tell you that this is a place of learning. And let me also define what learning actually is. If you think your learning is all about learning from the books, and learning only from the classroom, then you are certainly mistaken. We call our approach to education holistic, and Dr. Kalpana has already articulated that in her address. To us, learning certainly is holistic. That means it is multifaceted, manifold ways of learning. And so, what you learn in your classrooms is one of the many ways of learning. You learn by interacting with other colleagues in your classroom. You learn through a social outreach activity. You learn by participating in the cultural and the sports activities. You learn through a group discussion. You learn through a project. You learn by participating in a conference in another institution. So there are manifold ways of learning. And so you certainly have to embrace all these opportunities that are going to be provided to you. And so please understand, it is certainly multifaceted ways of learning so that your skills in manifold areas are taken care of. Let me also tell you that this is an inclusive place. If you look around, then we have students from all different parts of this great nation. We have students who speak different languages, students who actually follow different belief systems. And that is the beauty of our country. And I want you to actually keep your eyes open, your ears open, your heart open to learning from the experiences and from the cultures and backgrounds of all of us. Never block yourself from the learning that can happen in a manifold, in a pluralistic environment in your classroom. And one last thing that I want to tell you is you are PG students. And with the PG students, our approach is very, very different. Because we consider you very, very responsible, self-driven learners. You don't expect us to, lock up the gates so that you don't run away from here. With PG students, we don't do that. Because we respect you as adults. We respect you as self-motivated learners because you have come through several years of learning. And I believe this is a choice that you yourself have made. And so please own up responsibility for your learning. Our library has plenty of resources, online resources, offline resources, and this is for you. And we have experienced and qualified, faculty members, and they are there to guide you. And so it's your responsibility certainly to approach them, make the best use of the opportunities that come your way. At the end of the PG programs, I believe most of you would want to, get a job. I'm sure some of you would certainly also think about starting something on your own. Starting something on your own, that would be an exciting thing to do. In either way, what you need to do is to certainly have to upskill yourself. And we provide several add-on programs, several opportunities to make yourself street smart. Make use of all the opportunities that come your way so that at the end of those 2 years, you will certainly be happy with the journey that you have gone through. We want you to be happy. Happiness will certainly come when all the opportunities that you receive, you embrace and make the best use of it. Very warm welcome to Claret and enjoy your stay. I wish all of you God's blessings and a wonderful time of learning. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, Father. I now invite Ms. Shruti Nair, coordinator from the PG Department of Psychology, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan IAS, respected Father Principal, respected Father Vice Principal, HODs of various departments, faculties, and students. Good evening to one and all. Borrowing the words of William Faulkner, gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and discharged and used up in order to exist at all. I deem it my honor as I stand here today to discharge gratitude in the form of words to all present here on behalf of the PG departments of St. Claret College. First of all, I extend my hearty gratitude in absentia to our chief guest, Dr. Kalpana Gopalan IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Labour and Janaspandana, Public Grievances, Bangalore, who has taken time out of her busy schedule to grace us with her presence. Thank you, ma'am. A heartfelt thanks is due to our respected principal, Reverend Dr. Thomas Tendiel, who has graced us with his presence and guidance and also shared with us his words of wisdom. Thank you, Father. I extend my grateful regards to our beloved Vice Principal, Reverend Father Joseph, who has given us his constant support and encouragement throughout the planning and implementation of this program. Thank you, Father. I also extend my warm regards to the technical team for their constant effort and support in the organization of this event. Thank you. Last but not least, I thank all the PG and UG HODs, faculties, student volunteers, and all the students present here, without whom this event would not have been possible. Thank you. Once again, thanking each and everyone present here for making this event a grand success. I remain thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will now have our college anthem. I request all the students to rise up and place your right hand on your chest during the national anthem. The college anthem.
Passion in the soul, carry comes from where we're all joy. For my culture of and compassion, it will last a moment of the soul of living. We walk elaborate with time and space, seeking the fruits of knowledge and skill. Moving in the afternoon of Christmas, we carry God's love in our hearts. On planet Earth, you are a beacon, all that we both become a mother's sacred rest. The skills of intellect and competency, the spirit made the moral that we're new. The social comes from our respect for culture, you're changing for the world around you. The universal is, the unity is us, for you carry God's love in your heart. The universal is, the unity is us, for you carry God's love in your heart.
Thank you, choir. Dear students, once again a warm welcome to all of you. As you begin your journey in this college, we want you to know that change can be hard, but in the long run, it will create something beautiful. You are in the right place. Thank you and have a good day. I request all the students